trying to get the ball away on the counter-attack, but it's quite ponderous from them. And they have allowed Areo to mass in defense once again. Looking for Durham again. He's the quickest of the players for this Eastern Credit Union team. St. Clair trying to pull away in the front here for Areo. They're trying to build down the right-hand side. That ball given away back to Areo. Here's Babel. Gets it down the right side for Hassan Ali. Hassan Ali cutting inside. Just showed too much of it to the defender and taken away. Back to Babel. And Babel spreads the play across here for Areo, looking to get another ball crossed in. Not the best of contact there, as that one, in an attempt to get that one in from... That one played in and away from the defender.
And here they come again. Again, good bit of defending there. You would definitely want to see this afternoon again what happens in the midfield video. You know, most of the games that we've seen, that's where they've been dominant midfield. Those the teams that have been victorious have won the battle in the midfield, and I'm looking forward this afternoon to see if the same thing happens here between these two teams.
ECU and trying to attack down the left-hand side. A lot of their work has come there, and that's Rudder to make the stop. The two Rudder brothers in the defense here for Areo. Here's a shot coming in, but that's straight to the defender, and doubt you're not going to beat the keeper from that angle and from that distance.
Certainly not.
And that's tossed far forward here by Dick, who's in goal for Areo today. Here's Passion now, looking very much the mover and shaker at the back here for the Eastern Credit Union team. He has been able to keep it in play. And that's knocked forward here by Seeley. Seeley looking for the run of Durham. Durham is very quick and unable to keep up with that. So the scoring in the game, Bennett in the 6th minute and Gittins in the 11th minute so far. Those are the two goal scorers here for the Areo team. Eastern Credit Union, they had the early chance, first chance coming to them, but weren't able to take that chance, and it's gone away.
That one went to begging, and usually whenever you don't take those first opportunities that come your way, and that was an early opportunity, they made a mess of it, they made a meal of it, so to speak.
And they were made a meal of themselves right after that. Bennett scoring the first, a really nice finish first time, and then setting up a one-touch finish for Gittins 5 minutes later. So two really good goals here for the league champions, the defending league champions. They are ahead 2-0. Rudder heads that one away from trouble. Back with Eastern Credit Union. Again, they're looking for the run of Durham here. He was a bit static at the start here. Now he gets after it. Rudder is there, and Rudder was very keen to sense the presence of Durham closing in behind him and got it away. A word here on Durham, who has worked at Eastern Credit Union in the past. He also has run in the Eastern Credit Union Marathon. They have the annual marathon each year, and he was one of those who has won that among employees. So he's quite a fit young man.
Quite a fit young man, and full of endurance, I should say, so to speak. And he's definitely going to have to bring some of that this afternoon to encourage his team.
First time shot has gone awry, and here is another attempt here by Eastern Credit Union. They'll have to turn away from trouble. Here's Passion trying to turn with it. Getting far forward this time, Passion. Here's Seeley. Looking again for Passion. Right now it's out towards the right, and they're looking for the cross here, ECU. And the men from La Jolla struggling to break down this Areo team. Bit of a tackle and a tangle of legs there. And Seeley has been adjudged to have been fouled. So that one will go the way of Eastern Credit Union.
An opportunity for a set piece there, Vidya. And let us see if they can make the best of it. The man Passion is standing behind this one. He seems to be the marksman. And he's going to try to get this one into the box where they have bodies there. They have the towering figure some towering figures. They won in particular. Let's see if they can make the best of this opportunity.
Yeah, 5 men inside of the box. Yeah, that's some big guys indeed. Very difficult to mark. Here's Passion with the free kick towards the near post. And that was just cleared away in time. They were all looking for the ball floated across the box. That one was hidden low. Shades of Netherlands, Argentina there.
Well disguised, well disguised. I think that they were looking for it to come aerially. However, that one went low by Passion and got everybody there. I think he caught them unaware, so to speak. The finishing, however, let them down. And they do now have a corner, another attempt to see if they can get something out of this.
And that one's hit across the box. That's a good shot. Oh, that is cleared off the line. That was goalwards. And I'm not sure if Dick would have gotten across to that. It's still inside the box and now put wide. Durham getting the final touch, and that is just clipped beyond the far post, but another chance coming to Eastern Credit Union, and they've been unable to take the chance.
And good opportunities there again, having 2 opportunities to try to get their first goal of this match. However, they have been unable to do so, and this is the challenge that they've been having throughout this campaign. They have not been able to put away the chances that have come their way, and that has let them down. And they're going to have to think about that. I know the coach is going to definitely have a serious word with them about that, because finishing is critical for them. You need goals, and if you're going to win and if you're going to move ahead in this competition, you need goals.
They're currently in 4th place, Eastern Credit Union. A win today could put them on top of the table if the teams above them slip up. Alexander, not miscommunication there with Gittins, the goal scorer. Eastern Credit Union here trying to play themselves out of trouble, and they're pressing high at the moment, the Areo team. With Durham flicked on nicely, and that's an offside against the player on the far side of the field. Now he's complaining with the official that is not offside, but when you're looking down the line of the defenders, you're in the ideal position to put your body in the onside position. So he has no real reason for complaining there at all.
Certainly not, certainly not. And the official was right there on top of it, made the call, and he's going to have to think again about what he's complaining about.
It's cleared. Here's Mark Leslie, former Northeast Stars player. He has a passion on his back. That's why the name is there. And this one's played out. Durham is there. Dick was coming out to it, but I think if that one had been onside, the keeper would have been second best because Durham was getting there first. It was in an onside position. Yeah, Mark Leslie, a well-known name in Trinidad and Tobago football. And I think he's decided he's going to put passion on the back of his shirt because of his passion for the game. It's a little bit of an inside joke because the team was intimating that earlier before the game. That's why it's there. Here's the shot coming in, and it's saved by the keeper. And that is away for a corner. Not the best of handling there, or the easiest of shots to handle there for Fresnel in goal for Eastern Credit Union.
It looks like Hassan Ali is heading into the corner there. He's going to be taking this one for them.
Yeah, Hassan Ali, the smallest of the players on the Areo side, so he doesn't want to stay wants to stay out of the land of the giants. There's Hassan Ali with the corner towards the back post, and the headers come in there from Cuffy, but he was riding on the back of the defenders, so official has spotted it, and that's going to be a free kick.
And that wasn't a bad delivery at all by Hassan Ali. Good left footer inside there. However, there was an infringement against the defender there, and that led to the referee calling that one in favor of Eastern.
Crossed in first time. Durham is there, and just ahead of Durham. And I think he was caught a little wrong-footed there, Durham, because he was in between strides, and that's when the ball came across, and not able to launch his body in to get the flying header in. It's played back in. Durham is on the near post again. Can they get the cross to him? Here's the cross coming in towards the far side and cleared. And that is good work there by Bennett, getting his foot across to it. Here is Leslie again. That's a good ball. Finds the man in space. Overlapping here is Seeley. Can he get the cross in? He does. And that one's cleared away. Well, I haven't seen Leslie for a while, but he still looks pretty fit. Has been playing a lot of football during his day.
Endurance is going to play a key part in this match. I know at this level, you want to make sure that you're in tip-top shape whenever you hit the park.
Played through the center here. That's a good ball. And that's a nice turn. Here's Leslie with the cross towards the far post. Just slightly overhit by the former Northeast Stars man. And there were 3 men homing in on that. Neither could get to it.
And again, they're looking to press and to get bodies in the middle, get bodies in that 18-yard box. And just a little bit overcooked there by the number 23 from Eastern Credit Union. This one is going to lead to a goal kick for Areo Services. But at least they're looking to get their first item of this match.
Well, that one almost given away there by the keeper, straight against the boot of the Eastern Credit Union player, but he wasn't able to get across it. Eastern Credit Union coached by, they're coached this season again by Terrence Williams, who started his career coaching since 2009. Lipscomb University actually played his college ball at, and has been coaching at Eastern Credit Union. He has also represented Eastern Credit Union and First Citizens Bank in this very league. Here's Gittins with the ball forward. And out of the game for the last 10 minutes has been Bennett, who has just been a shadow of his start to the game. Babel getting this one forward. Back with Eastern here. And Rudder does just about enough to get that clear. Ford trying to sort things out in the midfield. Cuffey playing himself into some problems. Now, Hassan Ali with the ball, looking to get it forward towards Bennett. But they've surrounded Bennett with defenders now. They know all about his prowess already. They
know all about him, and they're not going to allow him the space that he's had before to maneuver. A little bit of scuffle there, but they're not going to allow Bennett, the goal scorer and also the provider for the second goal, they're not going to allow him any space to exploit. And therefore, you see numbers whenever he gets the ball, he's crowded one time. And that's a good forward ball there.
Yeah, so here's Seeley on the right-hand side, trying to get his way in. That's well defended. He still manages to get the rebound. A chance here, and Durham turns it over the bar. Well, that certainly has been one of the best chances so far. Inside the box, getting to the boot of Durham, and he's unable to find the net. That's 3 chances now that Eastern Credit Union have had, and they have been unable to get either on target.
And that has been the storyline for Eastern Credit Union ever since this game has started. They've had opportunities. They only have themselves to blame at this moment that they're...
Well, a player has gone down heavily here, and let's see if he's okay. That's Benjamin there. Tumble after that tackle by Seeley. So it's going to be a free kick for Arrow. And Arrow representing the Arrow Credit Union. Credit Union that was formed back in 1950 by employees of the then BWIA, British West Indian Airlines. This one's knocked through towards Durham again, who has a march on the defender. He's stolen a march on the defender, and the keeper's done well. That's a brilliant save there by Dick to come across and make the stop.
Absolutely brilliant save there. Durham again looking for trying to get himself back in some redemption after missing that first shot there. But the keeper got down pretty well and doing the business there, and did pretty well to keep Durham out and off the score sheets.
Yeah, so the youngster doing well between the sticks here for his team already, and he has kept Arrow in it. A couple of saves for him already. So here's the free kick. And all the pressure really has been on the Arrow defense so far. They've had a lot of work to do. Eastern Credit Union have been under pressure 3 times and 2 goals resulting. That's the difference between the 2 teams. Here's Hassan Ali. Nice ball forward by Hassan Ali, but well read by the defender. And it's that Ramirez there. Ramirez there is in fact the man who's made the stop. But it's ruled to have been a foul inside, is that going to be a foul inside of the Arrow half?
And Hassan Ali looking for Bennett, looking to make that run there. And that there was an infringement, that foul there, but good thought process there from the man Hassan Ali. He is looking for his marksman, Bennett, the goal scorer.
Knocked in again, And the keeper's come for it, and he has collected that well. And that is the goalkeeper, Presnell. Presnell, curiously, unlike many goalkeepers, has been keeping without gloves. And in this rather grimy conditions here, I'm sure he would need them. Here's another chance here for Hassan Ali, who goes down. And two players going down just inside of the box there for Areo, and there are howls of protest around the ground from the Areo supporters.
The ref was right on top of it and just waved it off. He didn't seem to see anything wrong with it, so it's his whistle that matters.
And not the howls of protest.
Not the howls of protest at all.
Another player going down, and this time the referee's whistle has sounded. Benjamin going down just outside of the area. And Eastern Credit Union will have some more defending, and it's that man again, Bennett, who is the one who has the ball in his hands, and he's the one who's going to be taking this one. He finished with the right foot to start off here, and with the right foot it's the ideal position for the right-footed player to have a shot on goal.
As expected, Bennett is the man that I'm guessing that you would want behind the ball, and let's see what he can do. The wall is standing there. You have a three-man wall.
It's going to go in near post, and just that one clipping off the body of the defender and out for a corner. So that's the call, and very clear deflection that time.
And he looked to outfox them there, Vidya, because you would think again he would have tried to curl it over them and see if he could have gotten some dip on that near post there, but then he went low, and the ball managing to clip one of the defenders there. But I like the thought process that I've been seeing from Bennett. He looks to be a thinking footballer in my opinion, and it leads to another corner for Areo Services.
Well, he's there trying to make a nuisance of himself in front of the goalkeeper at the moment, and they're going to curl this one in towards the near post, headed away. That's a good corner by Hassan Ali. The defender had to be sure that one was heading in. Long ball forward, three defenders there, and among them they've decided they managed to get it away.
And
ECU take it over.
Hounding the defense there.
Oh, Durham gets through. Can he get the shot in? Well, he gets the shot in, and that has gone wide, but I think he's also gotten the defender in the leg. It looks like Rudder is the man who's gone down.
And this man Durham again, I think that he is looking for some redemption again, as we've stated earlier. He has had better opportunities since this game has commenced and hasn't been able to put any away. He's making some good runs into the box. However, the finishing is a little less than what is desired at the moment. Presently, you want to ensure that, having done so, if he had some help, but most of the players, most of the support seemed to be lagging behind there, and he was going to go at it alone. However, he's down at the moment, gotten back up to his feet there. But another opportunity gone up begging for UTT. They have not been able to get on the score sheet in spite of the chances that they've had.
Yeah, Rudder seems to be okay, and Durham, who's also up and at him once again here. So their team 2-0 behind here, Eastern Credit Union, despite all of the possession they have and all of the chances they've gotten so far. They've been unable to get on the score sheet. Here is Bennett, the goal scorer. Alexander just taking a bit too long with it, trying to get in front of Seeley. The ball cleared not too far away from our commentary position. You might have heard the thud of the ball into our booth here. Ball now with Sinclair. Sinclair with the throw in. Straight to Alexander. Sinclair offering again. Sinclair knocking that one in. Well, Bennett was trying to turn, but he had two men on his back and unable to effect that turn. Well, the player going flying there. The referee seeing nothing wrong with it. The man down is Rudder, the right back for Areo. Play continues here. Rudder, the other Rudder, the younger brother, getting the play in. Well, play has continued on here. The referee has seen nothing wrong with it, and play has continued here. Referee Hostin.
The ref looking to play the advantage there. We have a man down still, but the ref looked to play the advantage there, and quite rightly so. Eastern Credit Union was making a break for it to see if they would have gotten their first item. However, again, the defense of Areo Services stood resolute there and managing to evade or avert any danger, so to speak. The player down is getting some assistance now from his teammates. Went down there very hard there, and let's hope that everything is okay with him. He's getting some assistance.
Yeah, it was a turn by the Eastern Credit Union player, and he just went down dramatically. He may have turned his ankle there, and he didn't get the foul. Play continued. The referee trying to allow the game to flow here. Referee Colin Hostin, very experienced referees from the Carenage area, and if you've ever refereed in Carenage, you certainly know it's a very, very tough league to referee in Carenage.
Certainly is, certainly is. And if I may, Vidya, there's still some dampness on the pitch from last week. We had some torrential downpours last week. Last week it was very soggy-like conditions on the pitch. So you've seen that even though the sun has come out in all its glory this afternoon, there's still some areas within the pitch that can have the studs skating there. So that is why you still have to be careful. You still want to, even when you're making those runs and those turns, it's not going to allow you, it's not going to be very easy for you making those turns. So you have to take the pitch conditions into consideration even as you make your runs.
Certainly, well, one of the Eastern Credit Union players, Ramirez, having a long discussion, a long and animated discussion with referee Hostin, and he wasn't pleased with those two decisions, the last two decisions made. But referee Hostin is a very cool customer. He allows the game to play, likes to get the captains involved in the discipline process of their players. That's turned away, and the Eastern Credit Union, Leslie doing nicely, reading the play well to turn away from Bennett. Has to go all the way back to his defender here. Eastern going out towards the left-hand side. How many times have they gone out to the left in this first half, trying to build from there? Areo have been very wise to that. They've massed players now down the right-hand side to prevent that from happening. Here is Seeley, just giving it away. Alexander does well to keep the ball under pressure. Alexander gives it up to Cuffy, to Rudder. Hassan Ali now under pressure there. That was not the best of balls for Hassan Ali, and Eastern will have a throw in on the far side.
And a good bit of skill there. Eastern had some space on this right-hand side to exploit, and they have not been able to do so.
Hassan Ali pulled to the ground, no call from the official. And once again, here is Eastern. Leslie has a chance to shoot. Yeah, he does shoot, but straight at the goalkeeper. Mark Leslie would have been a bit disappointed with his effort there. Maybe he should have dragged that one to the far side of the goal. The goalkeeper was favoring the near side of the sticks.
That was an opportunity again, in my opinion, that went to begging. Leslie could have done a little bit better there with that shot.
Just get the pass off here. There's a lovely ball flicked through. Dick is coming for it and gets it. That's well, he tried to knock it through for Eve, who was coming on to that, but well read by the keeper once again, and he snuffed out the danger here for Areo. Hassan Ali is there, and he's held up the two defenders. Well, that pass was looking for Bennett. Bennett had stopped running, and it did get through the defenders. He expected the defenders would have gotten that. That's why you have to keep running.
That's why you have to keep running. You have to always be on the ball, ensuring that was a very good pass.
Knocked in towards Eve here with the shot, and that's pushed wide. Great save by the goalkeeper. That one was heading into the back of the net, and he just got enough onto it there, Dick, to knock that one wide. Corner here for Eastern Credit Union. It's already been taken. Here's Leslie with the goal, with the corner. Opportunities here. There's a chance at a shot on. Seeley gets the ball in. And that's come to a rather tame end there for ECU.
Certainly has. Very good build up there. And the keeper again comes and the keeper grabs that one. And safely into his hands. And doing very well there in between the sticks. The Areo Services keeper, that's Dick.
Hurried clearance there by Eastern Credit Union. Here's Hassan Ali. Not the best of controls there from Hassan Ali. And I don't think he'll have any problems with that particular call. He showed his studs there to the defender. And he does have a Mo Salah sort of look about him, doesn't he?
He certainly
just about
does.
the same size.
Certainly does. Built the same way, and that look certainly does.
I think he does model his play after Mo Salah. Maybe a bit longer hair and a bit curlier, and he might be stopped on the streets a few times. Here's Alexander getting across to this one. And Mo Salah, the last of the much vaunted attacking three for Liverpool to remain in action there.
Yes.
Firmino and Mane disappearing over the last two transfer windows.
Shipped out.
Here's the shot coming in. That's a good save. And Presnell doing well, getting down to his right. Gloves or not, well, he is up for this challenge. Don't think he could have done too much about the two finishes. Both were first-time finishes before he could have gotten his feet going here to make the saves.
Yes, certainly. But he did pretty well there, got down pretty well, and was able to keep that one out. And again, choosing to go without the gloves. But he has managed to get down just in time there to get his hands behind that ball there and kept that goal out.
Last couple of minutes here, Primo, and it's going to be a free kick by Mark Leslie. Looking on the far side, Eve, the tallest man on the pitch, is straying at the far side, just in front of Cuffy. That one's towards the far side and has drifted out of play. Two players going up for it, and neither could get a touch on it. That was a bit too high. Maybe just more of a loopy cross that was required rather than one that was driven in.
That was driven in, and that one was just drifting across goal there, and it didn't allow the guys in the middle to actually get up to it. No opportunity there, so another chance from a set piece corner begging for Eastern Credit Union.
So that's headed off the body of the Eastern Credit Union player. Ramirez looking for Eve now. Eve has pulled away here. Can he get the cross in? He does. And it's off the body of the defender. Sinclair is there to make the stop. Another corner coming for Eastern Credit Union.
And let's see if they can make the best of these opportunities. They've had many opportunities, Vidya. They have not been able to find themselves on the score sheet. Let's see what happens here.
Here's the corner towards the far side again. Leslie is there. That's headed away from Leslie off the head of Gittins. Now here's Hassan Ali getting that one forward. And all the way down the line, Ramirez will pick this one up here for the Eastern Credit Union team, who have looked the better team in terms of the quality of their play in this first half. However, when it comes to the attacking third, it's been all Areo. They have had the two best chances and they've put both away. 7 shots on goal, I make it for Eastern Credit Union. 2 on target, and both of them saved by the admirable Dick in goal for the Areo team. Here's Sinclair looking for options forward. One of them is Bennett. Bennett is through again here. Bennett gets the shot on goal and it's saved. Well, that was pretty good by Bennett, but that was a wonderful foot save there by Presnell. That was heading straight into the back of the net.
Straight into the back. He had the presence of mind to get his leg out there just in time. Bennett saw him coming off the line and took the shot early, but he had the presence of mind to get his leg out. And here comes
a chance here for Eastern. Here's the shot on goal and just wide. Well, that was another great chance here for Eastern Credit Union. And again, they have not been able to get the shot on target. That's 8 shots on goal now in this first half and no goals to show for it.
They've had the Hogs' share of the possession this afternoon and have not been able to put their chances away. And again, we keep stressing on that. If you don't get the ball in the back of the net, the possession is good. I mean, it's one aspect of their game that they can be proud of, and that is highly commendable. But however, what makes the difference is balls in the back of the net, and you want to ensure that you have those goals to show for it. Good build-up, good presence of mind, getting the players involved, good passing, taking their time and playing some good passes. But however, the finishing has been the thing that has let them down this afternoon.
Yeah, it certainly has. There have been many chances. Durham, perhaps the worst offender for them, missing one from inside of the 6-yard box. And he is looking for another chance here. Here's the cross coming in. That's going to be a corner from the far side of the field for the Eastern Credit Union team. They know that they're very, very close to the end of the first half here. So they're hustling to get their big targets forward. Mark Leslie going to the back post. Seeley going to the back post also. Ramirez also coming in there. He has cooled down now. He was looking likely for a card later on. Oh, that one just away from the defender, and that's going to be a goal kick. Well, Leslie's not happy. He's screaming there at the AR2, Brandon Rogan, and the corner has been given, so his appeals have... and here's the corner towards the far post. A chance here for Eastern. That's deflected away, and Seeley has put it wide. Another corner here, and Eastern Credit Union might be wondering what do they have to do to buy a goal this evening, because everything they've tried has, even where they've missed a couple of chances that they should have scored, but whenever they've gotten a shot on goal, there's been someone there to knock it away.
And I think that they probably need some prayers at this time, Vidya, because everything, there have been some sinful misses in front of goal, you know. They definitely have not done the best with those opportunities.
This one's knocked in again. It's another corner that's headed away by St. Clair. It's back out towards Leslie. They're trying to get the cross in. Here's the shot coming in. That's going to drift wide. That very well might be the last bit of play for the first half. And certainly today's game is the first of two. First Citizens Bank against National Insurance Board of Trinidad and Tobago later on. So the crowds and the teams for that second game already arriving for that. But at the moment, we're looking at the real cracker here. The league champions ahead 2-0 over Eastern Credit Union, and it's been a strange sort of game. Just that 5-minute period, and there's the whistle for the end of the first half. And that is the first half done. Bennett, the scorer and the provider, providing the second for Gittins. And in those 5 minutes early in the first half, that is where Areo have made their mark on the game.
They certainly have, and they have shown why they are the defending champions. They came out this afternoon and they did what they were expected to do. No slip-ups in the back. They had some opportunities to go ahead, and that didn't finish well. But as it relates to Eastern Credit Union, they have not been able to put their chances away. They've had probably about 8 or 9 chances at goal, and they have not been able to put those chances away at all this afternoon. So as they go back to the drawing board, I'm sure that the coach is going to have a mouthful for them. They have to take their time, recalibrate, and come back out and try and get back into this game in the second half.
Yeah, work for Terrence Williams and his team as they try to get something out of this game, already 2-0 down after the first half in the Interbank Football League match between Eastern Credit Union and Areo. Areo leading 2-0 at the half. Join us in just about 10 minutes time for continued commentary on this match.
Sports Stream TT. Never want to miss a moment of your child's sporting development? Sports Stream TT is an innovative sporting recording company which is in the eyes and ears of the parents, coaches, and sporting clubs. Contact us at 292-5357. Email sportsstreamtt@gmail.com or check us out on Instagram, Sports Stream TT. We can customize a package for you.
But I promised him I was supposed to bring him, but he has lessons camp. But the time.
The defending champions. I'm Video Ranful alongside Mortimer Primo, and Areo leading by 2-0 inside the first half. Goals in the 6th and 11th minutes by Bennett first of all, and then setting up Gittins for the second goal. So 2 goals to the good, and it's a very familiar pattern in this half. Really Areo hitting on the counter-attack, but the Lions' share of possession going to Eastern Credit Union. And despite all of their efforts, despite 9 shots on goal, they have not been able to get themselves on the score sheet for the evening. So Eastern Credit Union all to do in the second half. The defending champions Areo looking for what will be their first win of the season. Hassan Ali defeated by the bounce and spin of that one. That looked like a Ravi Chandran Ashwin off spinner getting past him there. And here is Eastern Credit Union on the attack here. That is rather lazy bit of defending work there by Smith, and it's taken away from him and away for a throw in. Good time to say hello and welcome back to Mortimer Primo.
It's a pleasure being back here this afternoon to all our viewers. Again, I'm certain that Eastern would have gotten, you know, a
well,
mouthful.
Ramirez goes down heavily here. That could be a penalty. Let's see what the call is. Did that happen inside of the box? Yes, it is. And that is a penalty. And here is a lifeline for Eastern Credit Union. Their way back into this game. And it's come with the efforts here of Ramirez, who has been the most fiery of the campaigners for them today. Was that a soft penalty?
A soft penalty, soft giveaway there, I think. A very soft one, and the ref was right in the right position. He saw it, and he called it, of course, to the disapproval of the Areo defenders. But again, as it's a lifeline for Eastern Credit Union, an opportunity for them to get back into this match. Allow them. We're just going to have to see who is going to be the person assigned to taking this penalty.
It is Ramirez who won the penalty, yeah. And actually, he was in between 2 defenders. There was contact, so don't think there's too much argument. But it wasn't, let's say, he did appear to be looking for the contact also.
Definitely.
But there was definitely contact, so not too many complaints. Here's the penalty, and Ramirez has scored. Minute 43, and he's brought Areo back into it with their 10th shot of the game. And finally, they have something to show for all their efforts this evening. Their 4th shot on target, and that is into the back of the net. Dick got a hand to it, unable to keep it out though. But that was well taken by Ramirez.
Very good step up by Ramirez. Confident looking penalty shot. Took it there confidently. He went to the right. Dick got a hand to it, but it was too powerful of a kick. And Eastern are back in this game.
Well, Eastern Credit Union have coming off 2 3-2 wins. They lost their opening game. A narrow 1-0 win. But here's a chance here. An early chance for Bennett. Bennett can score. Bennett has put it wide. My, you would have thought that Bennett, the league top scorer for Areo in the league last year, would have put that away, but he wasn't able to angle those pink boots of his well enough to put that into the far corner.
He was looking for the far corner there. You saw exactly what he was looking to do. The keeper stepped up a bit to try to throw him off, and it just went wide. It just didn't go his way. You would have definitely expected Bennett, the goal scorer, to put that away nonetheless.
Well, good bit of work by Presnell. Didn't get a touch onto it, but he did enough to thwart the efforts there of Bennett in getting that towards goal. So good bit of narrowing of the angle there from Presnell. This one's knocked forward. Well, that's some good work. Substitute on for Eastern Credit Union in the second half. And here's Bennett again. Another chance for Bennett. Oh my! Well, that wasn't unusual. You would have expected him to get that one on target, but he somehow managed to put that one wide from a very good angle there.
Yeah, that one went aerially and the breeze took it away. And another opportunity there going a begging for Areo. Bennett, the man again on top there, but missed that one by a long way.
Yeah, that one just spooned up into the air. He got the driver out. Well, he got the 9-iron out instead of the driver that time. That one really flew away. Uncharacteristic from Bennett, who's been one of the best finishers in the league in the last couple of years. Good bit of play there by Eve with the name Crouch on his back. Hope he's not a supporter. Peter Crouch. This one's knocked through. Chance here, and Dick is up to it and gets that away. That was offside. And the substitute for the Eastern Credit Union team, that is, I believe that is Hospitalis, who's come on. He was caught offside.
And indeed, Eastern Credit Union has come out with some vigor. Seeing them try to impose themselves very early in this game. They've gotten a goal to get them back into the game, and now they're looking to even it up. So good stuff from Eastern Credit Union.
Well, on the other side, they are committing bodies forward, and in doing so, what they've also done, they've left some alarming spaces at the back, and that has already allowed Bennett 2 early chances, and uncharacteristically not being able to put them away. Hospitalis is after this one, and that could have been the way back for them. The man coming across there getting the shot in, but that's off the shoulder of Dick and away for another corner.
And Dick made himself big there. That was the man Hospitalis looking to get the equalizing goal, but Dick got right up to him there, made himself big, and that one came off his shoulder. So another opportunity there. Eastern pressing.
This one's knocked towards the far post and headed away. For the moment at least, Leslie has a chance to shoot into the body of the defender. Can Seeley get this one in? He does. And that is behind for what I believe will be a corner. Just took a deflection off the defender. So it's been a very frenetic first start to the second half here from Eastern Credit Union. They've gotten one back, and can they draw level here? I think they were going to try to take the corner from the wrong position. It actually deflected and went behind on the other side of the field. Here's Mark Leslie to take the corner on the far side. And here the KFC Interbank League. This one's headed away. And now it breaks down. There could be a chance on here for Areo. If they can get this one, it does get across to Hassan Ali. I think that took a deflection of one of the players in the middle. Hassan Ali under some pressure here. Can he get the cross in? He's a shifty customer, Hassan Ali, but he's been robbed of it here. And now they've been giving it away. Eve just too far ahead of him. Leslie is there to nick it away. Here's Hospitalis, better known as Ducky, with the pass in, and that goes to the figure of Dick, who's there to make the stop once again. He has been so good in this match. Even got a hand to the penalty, but unfortunately for him, couldn't keep it out. Eve does well. That's a lovely move there by Eve to get past the defender. Now this one's knocked in towards the man Ducky, who gets a shot in and into the side netting. Well, that was the chance for them to get on even terms, but Hospitalis hurried into the shot and could only poke it inches wide.
And another opportunity there for Hospitales. The man known as Ducky there had an opportunity there to bring his team level. And here comes Bennett with the ball. Bennett looking to throw this one in. Is he going to throw it in?
He does. He gets to the byline, and has he won the corner? He has. Wins the corner here, Bennett. And that, I make it, is perhaps they haven't had too many corners, Areo to be exact. I make it that's only their second corner of the match. And here they are looking to benefit from the corner. They've committed a lot of bodies forward. Now they are the smaller of the two teams. There are some big figures in there for Eastern Credit Union, and the keeper has just put the fingertips to that one. That could have gone anywhere.
Could have gone anywhere. He did pretty well there to get a touch on that one. Having committed bodies there.
Well, here's another chance for Eastern. Can he get the cross in? Here's the ball in, and it's a tap in for Hospitales. Hospitales has equalized, and Eastern Credit Union are back in the contest. It is 2-2. What a second half they've had. They've absolutely blown away Areo, and the league champions have been put on the back foot soundly here.
And indeed, and that's a strategic change there by the coach, bringing in Hospitales. Ducky, the man known as Ducky, wearing the number 24. He there got a good pass there, composed himself in front of goal, and an easy tap in to bring his team level, getting the equalizer. And that is exactly what you want to see. The teams went in. Eastern strategized, they came out, made a strategic change, and it has reaped benefits very early on in this contest.
Well, if he had missed that, he would have been known in infamy for years to come, but that was just too easy. And Hospitales must still be blinking and wondering how he got such an easy chance. Here's another chance at goal, and that, I make it, is Eastern Credit Union's 12th shot at goal here. And they've had only 5 on target, but the 2 that have mattered, 1 for the penalty, and then that tap in for Hospitales to bring Eastern Credit Union back into it. And Areo have really been rocked here in this second half. The energy, the verve, and the panache showed here by Eastern Credit Union has certainly knocked them back.
And again, those late goals again, they've done the hard work in the first half. You would have thought that they would have come out, even though you expect them to be aggressive. They came out this afternoon, having committed bodies forward. They're leaving so much space in the back. And that is exactly what has given Eastern Credit Union an opportunity to get right back into this game.
Still, it's very much alive here for Areo, who are still very much in this contest. An opportunity to pick up a point, perhaps. That's not what they want, because they've had 2 games in which they have drifted towards the end of the matches and have given away points. They've dropped 4 points in their last 2 matches as a result of some slack play at the end. And once again, their fitness issues coming back to haunt them here, because they've absolutely been blown away in the early part of this game. But they have a chance to come back, and that is stopped on the line. What a cool bit of defending there. He stopped that as though he was in his living room picking up a piece of paper off the floor.
Certainly did. A very timely stop, you should say, clearing that one off the line. That one looked to be headed for goal, but again, the defense, a bit of resolute defending there, and they've done pretty well this afternoon. But the excitement is building. This one looks to be gearing up for a brilliant finish this afternoon, Vidya.
Boy, what a game this has been. 2 goals in the first half within a 5-minute period, and now 2 within 10 minutes of the second half here. And it's been Eastern Credit Union. I'm not sure what was in the water they had at the halftime break, but I'm sure that the coach of this Eastern Credit Union team, Terrence Williams, he's brought out the Alex Ferguson hairdryer for them in the second half. They have come out absolutely fired up. And they certainly do look the team that should be taking the 3 points here. They'll have to get at least another goal to do so. And now Hospitales is through. Hospitales is through. And well, the keeper gets there first, and Hospitales was holding back, trying to get himself. There was a suspicion that he may have drifted offside there, and that's why he didn't put in the afterburners.
Certainly, because that one looked to be a clear path to goal. He understood exactly where he was. I think had he gotten a hold of that one, he would have been called for the offside. So hence the reason he somewhat probably tried to step back a little bit there, giving the goalkeeper the opportunity to get to the ball first.
But tell you what, that's an alarming hole that developed on the left side. Twice now, we've had a massive hole appearing on the right side of defense here for Areo. And one of the reasons why is there's a massive hole between Babel and Rudder. The right-sided defender does tend to move up. He does tend to overlap a lot for this Areo team, and he's been caught because Hospitalis is playing inside of that hole there.
That's right. Absolutely correct, Vidya. And that is where you make yourself vulnerable, because whenever you do that, whenever you commit that body there, you're going to leave a whole lot of space in the back. And what Eastern is doing is they're going to exploit that opportunity every time. So that has to be a strategic change there again. We are hoping that someone on the sidelines from the coaching staff is going to get a sighter of that and make a proper change that will help to block that hole there, cover that hole up.
Well, that's Coffey has been also stepping up from that defensive midfield position. He's been stepping up and tending towards the left side. That's where the hole has come also. Let's see how they line up here as another attack from Eastern Credit Union comes towards them. So ECU have done brilliantly in this second half. Can they now complete the job? Can their players get the third goal to put them firmly on top and in control of this contest? Alexander trying to get this one through, and that's straight into the body there of Ford. And a player going down heavily. Ooh, that was Seeley there bouncing up after the challenge. It's quite a young player, Seeley, but I think he took that one well. Now there's a card being handed out here.
First card of the
match. That's the first card of the match, and it's also the blue card being handed out.
Yeah, first card of the match. What I noticed though is that the defense for Areo has been pretty impregnable for the most half of the afternoon, for the most part of the afternoon. However, they've had 2 breaches so far, and I think those 2 breaches have rattled them. And they now have to try to compose themselves, get themselves back, because here comes Ducky standing over the ball again for another free kick, and you have bodies queuing up in the middle, and Eastern Credit Union is looking to get ahead.
And it is Hospitalis who looks to take this one. The big target's in the middle. That is cleared away by Areo for the moment here. Still a lot of bodies forward for Eastern Credit Union, and one of them gets a header on it, but he is in an offside position. That is the big man, Dendrick Eve, was up there. His brother's still on the bench, but Eve got the header off. But easy save for Dick, who was lurking just behind him.
That's the man wearing the number 21, calling himself Crouch.
Yeah, I don't think if you are a Trinidad and Tobago football supporter, you would be fans of Peter Crouch.
Certainly
if you remember that infamous match at Nuremberg back in 2006 when Crouch pulled on the dreadlocks of defender Brent Sancho and got the first goal for England. Here's the opportunity. Well, he does have 21 on his back. I think it's more his height more than anything rather than his attraction for the former England player.
That memory is indelibly etched in our hearts forever.
It certainly does. It certainly is. Here's Coffey now trying to hustle his way past the defender. And that's going to be a throw in here for Eastern Credit Union, who haven't had too many attacks. Nothing much to write home about in this second half. A couple of changes coming for Areo, and a couple of their players who would have played in the first game are now going to come on here to get to play in the second half. So 2 of their players heading off, and one of them is the goal scorer, Bennett. Bennett has been replaced, and in fact the 2 goal scorers, Bennett and Gittins, are heading off the park at the moment.
And I think this is a strategic change again, trying to get fresh legs on, because they are playing from behind now. I think they want to try to go for the juggler, that is Areo Services. They recognize that they need some more attacking up front. Both Bennett and Gittins have done their part this afternoon. They've done well. They've given Areo the 2 goals, but now they're looking to try to get ahead this afternoon. I hence the reason the 2 changes coming at the time that they are coming at this afternoon.
Yeah, so the 2 changes have been made, and we'll identify the players as they have presented themselves. And one of them did in fact play last week. That's Molyneux, Kern Molyneux, who is on the field. Easily recognizable. There he is, Molyneux, the dreadlock figure, and that's saved and cleared. Another shot at goal here for Areo, and that one is saved by the keeper. Another foot save from him. That should be the keeper's ball, and is. So Areo now trying to play themselves out of trouble. So we've already identified one of the players who's come on. Puckerin is the other, and Puckerin was one of those who would have scored in the last game. Correction. Yeah, Puckerin was one of the players who scored for them in the last game, so he's also on.
And that's the man Ronaldo Puckering, wearing the number 8 for Areo Services.
Actually, there's another Puckerin who I'm mistaking for. He played for one of the other teams in the competition, so a lot of related players, but I don't think in this case playing in the competition, so quite a few brothers on the different teams. Here's the free kick for Areo, and the league champions looking for a goal back here. That's in towards the goal. Oh, that is saved by Presnell. How did he get a hand to that? Looked for a moment that Cuffy was going to sweep that in. Cuffy is still up for this one. Here's the ball floated towards the back post. Headed away by the defender, and finally they get it clear. And again, here's the alarming gap developing at the back. Hospitalis is standing there, and no one is near to him.
Absolutely no one. And again, the Eastern is going to exploit this left side. There's so much space on this left-hand side because they're committing bodies to the far right, and I don't know if I don't know if they see something that is happening there. They probably want to try to push more their attacks from the right-hand side, but that leaves the left totally exposed.
And another chance there for Eastern to drive a ball into the box. Here's the cross about to come in. He's dallying with the ball, and eventually they can't get the ball in. Now it's crossed in by Seeley. It is towards Eve and cleared. And the player just taking a bit too long to get the cross in, and the chance eventually went. Here's Seeley now looking to get an early cross in here for Eastern Credit Union. Ball driven in towards the far side. It's come to Hospitalis. He gets the shot off, and it's charged down. Another chance. Here's Eve with the chip and off the bar. Wow, how did he miss that one? It was a wonderful attempt at the finish, but that one didn't come down fast enough, and it's played away. So that was the opportunity there for Eastern Credit Union to take the lead, and Eve's sumptuous chip has hit the crossbar.
Brilliant bit of skill there by the man Eve. Unfortunate that one didn't go his way, but a brilliant bit of individual skill there.
And here is the attempted clear. Oh, he was absolutely hammered there, Rudder. And the referee is allowed play to continue here. And another player goes down. That's inside of the box, is it? It looks like just outside of the box that contact came. Now Rudder was down near to the line, and his brother was there in to make the tackle. That was a sliding tackle coming in by Rudder. That's the number 24. And he is brought down, and that was so close to giving away another penalty.
And he's grimacing there, holding on to his shoulder. That looks to be a very hard tackle coming in there. We're hoping that he's going to be okay. That looks to be number 45 there, getting some medical assistance now. But that was just looked as though it was inside the box there.
Or maybe the contact. Well, the referee has given a free kick outside of the box. So I think the contact may be happening just outside of the box, but the player going down heavily inside of the box.
That's right. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct.
That I think is what has happened here, and the officials haven't missed much in this game. Colin Hostin, the referee for today's game, very, very experienced, and certainly he's not the kind of referee to be put off by players' complaints.
Certainly not. Certainly not.
He's one of those hard shell referees here.
Yes, he is.
He gets the captains involved quickly.
But what is highly commendable this afternoon is that Eastern Credit Union came back out like a team wanting to win this match, come out to show what they're made of this afternoon, having gone behind with 2 first half goals from Bennett and Gittins. They came back out, got that penalty, and then got the equalizing goal of the boot of ducky, so to speak, Hospitales.
Hospitales will take the shot here, and he's won a corner. He has won a corner here for Eastern Credit Union. That's their 7th corner in the match, and it looks like the player who's gone down is going to be okay to continue. So he's back on. The physio has cleared him fit. The referee has called him back on.
And that's very good to see. That's very good. These players have to, most of them have a week of work coming up, and you don't want to be strung up at home or in the hospital by any means.
But that one coming off the body of Rudder, and that has bounced away. And there was a real solid sound there as that one thudded off the body of Rudder. ECU getting that one fouled. Here's Eve looking to get that one under control. Nice bit of work there by Eve. For a tall man, he does have some fancy footwork about him. Gets the ball out towards the far side. Seeley's after this one. Don't think he's going to get across to that as Alexander concedes the corner on the far side for Eastern Credit Union. They've now had 3 corners in the second half. Can they now make one of these dead ball situations pay? They've been good on them so far. Eve is there. That's headed away. Hospitales trying to get this one down. Here's the shot coming in. And he hit that well, but it swerved off the outside of the boot and away from goal. Initially, it seemed to be heading towards the top angle, but put too much swerve on that one, and the chance is gone. So what a second half we've had here. A couple of goals already to report. Ramirez in the 43rd minute. Hospitales, the easiest of tap-ins in the 50th minute correction. And now as we head up towards the last 14 minutes of this game, it is anybody's match at this point. Areo have come back into the game slightly, but it's still very much Eastern Credit Union's game to win. They've had the lion's share of possession and the lion's share of chances in the second half. Another change about to be made, and I think it will be the change made by Areo here. And Areo have decided to pull off Kez Babel. Kez Babel is off here for the second half. Their central defender. And on in his place, the number 19. We'll identify him for you in a moment here. Here's another cross coming in. That's sliding off the head of the defender. And that's Hassan Ali, who is in charge with getting this one away. That's a good ball by Hassan Ali. A real foot race on here, and that is great work at the back. Just turning and getting that one away. A chance. Oh, that's across the face of goal. Dick had come for it, and it was just knocked away from him. Here's Leslie. Looking for the shot in on goal. Here's Ramirez. That's a pass that finds its way through. A chance here for Eastern, and another tap in, and Eastern are ahead. Finally, their work has paid off here, and Eastern Credit Union are now ahead in the second half. 3 unanswered goals, and they have taken the lead by 3 goals to 2. Another, almost a carbon copy of the last goal, and that was the easiest of tap-ins for the man who's come on here in the second half. Lashley, in fact, who was on in the first half, he has been able to tap that one in. So minute 68, and Lashley has put Eastern Credit Union ahead. Eastern Credit Union are developing a habit for 3-2 scorelines. They've won their last 2 games 3-2, and here again they're ahead 3-2 here. Is that an omen for them? Hospitales now. Hospitales, what can he do? 3 defenders around him, and he was looking for the run just outside of him. Couldn't find the man coming through. What a turnaround in this game. 3 unanswered goals within the first 27 minutes of the second half. And Primo, they have really turned things around, and that one has resulted in the 3rd goal for Eastern Credit Union. So again, Areo have been hit hard in the second half. Not for the first time in this contest, in this competition. They have given up goals in the second half. This, of course, the worst of their concessions. 3 goals coming here in the second half. That one drifting away, and certainly Eastern Credit Union will not rest on their laurels here. They will hope to get a fourth goal and put this one beyond the reach of the league champions Areo. And if defeat comes for Areo here today, is this the end or the beginning of their end of their hold on this league title? But that's a giveaway by Rudder. And here's Eve. Eve with some space. He can think about the shot here. Just took too long with it and robbed of it by Cuffy. Here's Rudder looking for some space. That's well cut out there by Leslie. And Leslie has had a monster game in the defensive midfield position here for Eastern Credit Union. All of the good work has come through him. He's been a real reliable and a stable figure in the center of the park. He and Ramirez have been absolutely brilliant here for Eastern Credit Union. Oh, that's a foul committed, and Benjamin has gone to ground here. And Benjamin has taken that one squarely on the shoulder, and he has gone down heavily. So Benjamin just trying to shake off that tackle, and Areo are in real trouble here. They have been torn apart here in the second half with these 3 goals unanswered by Eastern Credit Union. And Eastern have shown a huge amount of fight in the second half. They certainly have as contenders for the title. Of course, their defense certainly have a lot of work to do. Here's Hospitalis again. Inside. One of the players offering support here. Here is Eve knocking it towards the far side. Ramirez and company looking out for that. Dick has lost control of it, and it's been hacked away here by Benjamin. Seeley, Leslie, Ramirez gets this one all the way back. Harris now out towards Leslie. More movement down the right-hand side here for Eastern Credit Union. That's given away to Eve. Crouch, as they call him. Sweeps it out towards Leslie on the far side, and that might be the only time you see Mark Leslie miscontrol a ball. He had his head up looking for the pass before the ball got to him, and suddenly found the ball scuttling past him off a divot. That's wonderful control there again by Eve. Gets the cross in. Hospitalis is there. And that one just runs over the line in front of Hospitalis. Is there any way back for Areo in this match? Can they come back? Their season is hanging in the balance now. 2 draws and a loss already for them for the season. They've given up late goals. And the league champions are rocking here. Looking for the likes of Hassan Ali to bring things back here for them. Molino tackled out of it. That's a nice bit of work all between the legs of the defender. Rides the tackle well. Can he get the cross in? Trying to get it onto that right foot. Hospitalis is there. Finds Seeley, who's back in defense. Seeley with the shot. Rather ambitious effort that has almost given it back here to Areo. Puckerin goes down very heavily, and they're looking to get the play going immediately here. We head into the last 7 minutes here. There's a player down for Areo on the far side. It's a free kick. And the substitute who's come on here for Areo has won them a free kick on the far side of the field. The fans of Eastern Credit Union are not happy at all. There are 2 players down. 2 players down for Areo on this side of the field. So those 2 players for Areo are back on their feet once again. And there is a free kick for the league champions looking to get back to parity. There was a 3-3 game here last week, and it's looking likely that there will be a couple more goals in this one. Areo have just over 6 minutes to rescue themselves, to rescue a point in this game. And they have committed quite a few bodies forward here. What can they do? Molyneux is in there for this one, for Areo. Also, the tall figure of Benjamin is also there. And the ball blasted into the wall, and now there's a chance here for Eastern Credit Union to break into space. Huge amounts of space here. Here's the ball played in. Hospitalis is in an offside position. Nice turn. Can he get away with it? He does. Hospitalis is with him for support. Here's Hospitalis. Gets the cross in. Oh, what a save. That was heading into the back of the net. Dick with a brilliant reflex save to push that round the post. That could have been the killer blow for Eastern Credit Union. Heading up towards the end of this one, and it's Hospitalis again. They're trying to close up shop here. Are the team in front, Eastern Credit Union, in the orange and black. Here's Ramirez, Rami as they call him. That's a lovely ball, switching the direction of the play here to Seeley. Seeley runs into danger. Seeley gets the cross in to no one in particular, and Coffey gets that clear. Molyneux is there, and the referee's whistle has gone. There is a player down on the far side, and that is, well, the referee's now having a look at him to see if there is some treatment that's can be meted out here. That's Ibrahim Abu Bakr on the far side. Ibrahim Abu Bakr seems to be okay now, the youngest of the brothers, sons of Imam Yassin Abu Bakr, the late Yassin Abu Bakr. And Ibrahim was at the final played between, well, players now been called on. Ooh, and that's thudded into the camera there. Our cameraman Jerry, who has played some cricket in his time, was ducking away as if it were a bouncer coming his way. Still has some reflexes in his body. Here's Hassan Ali. Oh, that's well tackled there at the back. And they seem to be playing with 13 men at the time here, Eastern Credit Union. They have certainly been the sharper of the two teams in the second half. Yeah, the camera taking the full brunt of that last blow there. So all part of the occupational hazards of being a sports cameraman. Hospitalis has had a very big game for his team since coming on. A goal and providing a couple of chances for his team to go ahead, and almost scoring just 2 minutes ago. Here's Molyneux. Oh, that's wonderful from Molyneux, getting through the legs of Eve. But he's been pulled up here. I think his body was draped, his arm was draped all over the body of Eve. Ramirez to Leslie. Leslie has been the metronome that has allowed this Eastern Credit Union team to tick all the way through this game. That's cleared by Abu Bakr. And Ibrahim Abu Bakr was there to watch his brother Radanfa play in the final match of the TT PFL. That's in the league competition. Saw his brother's team AC Port of Spain go under 2-1 in that final match. Defence Force winning the league title. Of course, Defence Force going on to win the knockout title just last night, defeating Terminex Lahore Rangers in a 5-3 thriller, one of the most exciting games we've seen recently in local football. Great way to end off the season for the TTPFL Tier 1. Of course, Tier 2 continuing in action. and certainly a great league to support. And what a crowd it was last night at the Diego Martin Sporting Complex. Really a huge turnout there. And for local football that has suffered recently, sport in general in Trinidad and Tobago, sport has suffered recently with losses by the West Indies team and by the football teams. Well, that certainly was great to see the people coming out to support local football. Seeley trying to turn with it on the far side. Eve has now been pulled over towards the right, working his mischief on that side of the field. This one might find its way across here to Hospitalis. Well, does that turn out as a back pass? Well, that is the end of it. There is the final whistle. And Eastern Credit Union have run out deserved winners by 3-2. A 68-minute goal by Lashley putting them ahead, and they have taken the 3 points here. Unfortunately for Areo, they have suffered their second defeat of the season here, and the league champions are still without a win in 2023. 2 drawn matches, 2 losses, and they have now conceded 7 points from winning positions in the league this year, and that is not the best of sights for them. Is that the game that's going to signal that their hold on the title might be loosening by more than a couple of fingers here? As for Eastern Credit Union, their 3rd win in a row after their opening day loss in the competition, and they are certainly going to be a force to be reckoned with in this KFC Interbank Football League. End of first game today, second game coming up. That's FCB taking on NIBTT, that's the National Insurance Board of TNT. They're coming up in the second game. We leave you with the news that it is Eastern Credit Union have won this game with goals from Ramirez, Hospitalis and Lashley in the second half after Bennett and Gittins scored for Areo in the first half. Eastern Credit Union winning 3-2.
Sports Stream TT. Never want to miss a moment of your child's sporting development? Sports Stream TT is an innovative sporting recording company which is in the eyes and ears of the parents, coaches, and sporting clubs. Contact us at 292-5357. Email sportsstreamtt@gmail.com or check us out on Instagram, Sports Stream TT. We can customize a package for you.